Imagine you are a small business being everywhere online, without having to lift a finger. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not. It's called automated omnipresence, and it's just one of the 5 game-changing marketing strategies we are going to talk about today. Hello and welcome, my name is Martin Sofalvi, the CEO of Maviat.com. With over 12 years of experience in digital marketing, I helped businesses generate more than $50 million in just the past 2 years. But success isn't just about strategy, it's also about mindset. On this channel, I share the best marketing strategies and the insights I gained from my almost 20-year journey in self-development, which I'm a huge fan of. So if you are ready to grow your business and invest in yourself, then this channel is for you. So let's dive in. So what is automated omnipresence, you might ask? It's like having a clone of yourself, spreading your message all over the internet. You might know Google's 7-11-4 rule. It says a customer needs about 7 hours of engagement across 11 touch points in 4 different places before they buy. Yeah, that sounds a lot, but here is the cool part. You can set up systems to post your content across different platforms automatically. Create once, share everywhere. It's like planting seeds that grow while you are asleep. And the best part, you save time and your business gets more visible without you working 24/7. So it's a pretty sweet deal, don't you think? If you're interested about this, I highly recommend you to start at make.com, which is a no-code automation platform, so you can learn how to automate these things for yourself. Now that we talked about being everywhere online, let's chat about another way to be always on without burning out. You know how sometimes you wish you could clone yourself to handle all the customer questions and interactions? Well, guess what? There is a way to do just that, and it's called a robot marketeer. Yeah, it's a lame name, I know. So it sounds like something out of the sci-fi movie, right? But hear me out. This robot marketer, also known as conversational AI. It's like having a super smart assistant that never sleeps and always knows what to say. It can be a game changer for small businesses like yours. So what exactly can this AI helper do? Well, having someone or something that can chat with your customers in 24/7, answering their questions, helping them find what they need, and even making recommendations. And that's what a conversational AI does. It's like having a customer service rep who always on duty, never gets tired, and never has a bad day. But here is where it gets really cool. This AI doesn't just give generic response, it learns from every interaction, getting smarter and more personalized over time. It's like it gets to know your customers personally, remember their preferences and past interactions. It sounds pretty neat, huh? So now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but won't it sound robotic and impersonal? That's the beauty of it. These AI assistants are designed to communicate in a way that feels natural and human-like. They can even pick up on the tone and context of the conversation, adjusting their responses accordingly. So let's talk about some of the awesome things this robot marketer can do for you. First off, it can handle all those repetitive questions that eat up your time. You know the ones about your business hours, return policy, or shipping rates. Your AI assistant can take care of all of that, freeing you up to focus on the big picture stuff. But it doesn't stop there. This AI can also help with more complex tasks like booking appointments or even guiding customers through the buying process. It's like having a sales team that works around the clock, helping customers make decisions and boosting your sales while you sleep. And get this, your robot marketer can handle multiple conversations at once. Imagine being able to chat with dozens or even hundreds of customers simultaneously. That's the kind of scaling that can really take your business to the next level. And now I know what you are thinking. This sounds amazing, but it must be super expensive and complicated, right? Well, Here's some good news. The power of conversational AI is now available to you as a business owner, a marketer, or an agency. It's become more and more accessible and affordable than ever before. But wait, there is more. I always wanted to say that, but your AI assistant doesn't just handle customer interactions. It can also provide you with valuable insight about your customers. It can analyze conversation to identify trends, preferences, and, for example, pain points. This information is gold for improving your products, services, and overall customer experience. Think about it. With this kind of insight, you can tailor your marketing strategies more effectively. You will know exactly what your customers want, what problems they are facing, and how they are prepared to interact with your business. It's like having a direct line to your customers' thoughts and needs. You know, we are talked about being everywhere and having a robot helper, but let's get real for a second. The future of marketing is already here and it's become wilder and wilder every second, if you ask me. So we are talking AI, interactive stuff, and strategies that will make your head spin, but in a good way, I promise. So let's start with AI. It's not just for sci-fi movies anymore, obviously, as I just mentioned before. In 2024, AI is gonna be the secret weapon for small businesses like yours. It's like having a super smart marketing team working 24/7. Imagine creating content that hits the spot every single time, or engaging with customers in ways that feel personal even when you are asleep. That's what AI can do for you, just like the robot marketer we talked about. But here is where it gets really cool. Ever heard of the interactive lead magnets? They are like the cooler, more fun cousins of those old PDFs everyone used to offer. We are talking quizzes, challenges, things that get people involved. And guess what? They can work like crazy. These interactive goodies can get you opt-in rates of around 40%. That's almost double what you would get with the old school stuff. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So now let's chat about videos, but not just any videos. We are talking about short, snappy, vertical videos. You know, the kind you can't stop scrolling through on TikTok or Instagram. They are not just for dance challenges anymore. These little video gems are marketing gold. They grab attention fast and keep people watching. And the best part, you can make them from longer content you already have. It's like getting two for the price of one. But wait, there is more. User-generated content is becoming a big deal. It's not just about what you say about your business anymore. It's about what your customers are saying about your business. And get this, Google's even got a new perspectives filter that puts these real people videos front and center. It's like a word-of-mouth marketing on steroids. Now let's talk about something called the bow tie marketing funnel. I know it sounds fancy, but it's actually pretty simple. Instead of just focusing on getting new customers, it's all about keeping the ones you've got and turning them into superfans. Think about it. It's way easier to sell to someone who already likes you than to convince a total stranger to trust in you. So what does all of this mean for you and your small business? Well, it means you've got some seriously powerful tools at your fingertips. Tools that used to be only for the big guys with deep pockets, but now they are all yours. With AI, you can create content that feels personal and hits the market every time. Those interactive lead magnets, they will help you build your email list faster than ever. Short videos will get you noticed in a crowded online world. And by focusing on keeping your customers happy, you will create a loyal fan base that does your marketing for you. Now that we talked about being everywhere online and having a robot helper, let's dive into something that's gonna make your marketing pop. I'm talking about video marketing and podcasting. We just mentioned short form video, but you know how they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, a video is worth 1,000,000, and the podcast, it's like having a heart-to-heart with your audience. Let's start with video marketing. It's not just a trend. It's the future. But here is the thing. You don't need Hollywood level production to make an impact. You don't need this at all anymore. The secret sauce, it's all about the value you are bringing to the table. Think about it. When was the last time you watched a video because it had fancy special effects? Probably never. You watch because you are getting something out of it, some information you need or some information that you want to educate yourself about. So forget about getting the perfect lighting or spending on a fortune on equipment. Focus on what matters, your message. Share your expertise, tell your story, show how your product works. That's what people care about. And guess what? You can do all of this with just your smartphone. It's that simple. So now let's talk about podcasting. It's like the new kid on the block that everyone wants to friend with. And for a good reason. Did you know that people spend an average of 4 to 7 hours a week listening to podcasts? That's a lot of time to get your message across for a potential customer. But here is why podcasting is so powerful. It creates a deep connection with your audience. Think about it. When someone's listening to your podcast, it's just your voice in their ear. It's intimate. It's personal. It's like you are having a one-on-one conversation with them. And that builds trust, my friend. Trust, which is one of the most important things in a business. Now, here is where things get really interesting. Enter video podcast. It's like the best of both worlds. You get the visual appeal of a video and the deep engagement of podcasting. It's a match made in marketing heaven. But I know what you are thinking. That sounds great, but how do I create content for all these different platforms? Here is the trick. It's called repurposing your content. Record the video podcast. Use the audio for your podcast. Take a snippet from the video for social media. Write a blog post based on the content. And boom, you've got content for multiple platforms from one recording session. The key is, again, consistency. Set a schedule and stick to it. Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Make sure your audience knows when to expect new content from you. It's like building a habit. The more consistent you are, the more your audience will look forward to your content. So now let's talk about how to make your content stand out. First, focus on topics your audience cares about. What problems are they facing? What questions do they have? Answer those. And secondly, be yourself. Don't try to be someone you are not. Your authenticity is your superpower. Third, engage with your audience. Ask for their input, respond to their comments, make them feel heard. And here is a pro tip. Don't be afraid to show your personality. Share stories. Crack some jokes if that's your style. Let your audience get to know the real you. Remember, people do business with people they like and trust. Alright guys, let's wrap this up. We've covered some pretty awesome stuff, from automated omnipresence to robot marketers to video marketing, podcasting, and all that cool AI-driven interactive marketing. But here is the thing, you don't have to do it all at once. Pick what works for you and for your business. It's like going to the gym. You don't start by lifting the heaviest weights, right? You start small and build it up. Think about your goals. What do you want to achieve? Maybe you want more leads, or you're looking to boost your sales. Choose the strategies that helping you to get there. And remember, as I mentioned before, consistency is key here. It's better to post one great video a week than to burn out and trying to do everything in every day. So what's your next move? Pick one strategy and start today. Don't hesitate, just make the first step. Just one small step can set you on the path to marketing success. I'm sure you got this. See you next time.